Go and
I
pee.
gotta pee. Yeah.
Oh God! I just pressed record. I literally just pressed record.
Well, keep him entertained. The toilet is not flushing.
Yes.
A and B, it like gave up.
It's off.
It really told me. It whispered in my ear and it said, "I've been through hell."
The toilet whispered in your ear.
And it said, "I've been through the worst." It doesn't
I've
flush.
swallowed a whole family's shit for 2 weeks and I couldn't do it.
You realize it doesn't flush?
It's off.
Oh, because of the water thing.
Yeah, it was going.
Yeah. So I couldn't flush it.
But you took a
No,
pee.
I peed. Yeah.
Good.
Doesn't it eventually drain if?
No, that's not true. I've literally had urine that's like marinating for a couple of days.
I did that one time too.
You know, I realized how little I shit by doing that.
What do you mean?
Because my toilet broke, I had to turn the water off, and then I started peeing and only flushing if I shit. Right.
Right.
So it would collect pee, but for many days it would get really yellow, like extreme.
Well, it stains the thing. You can't
Oh,
do
really?
that. It stains the sink.
You think the sink?
I mean the toilet.
Does it? You can't get rid of it with bleach?
Oh yeah, you can get rid of it, but it's still not good to just, be staining it all the time.
Well, my mom said while she was here that when there was a water shortage, you ever hear about this? Where there was a water shortage one time, and Ronald Reagan or one of these presidents said, "If it's yellow, let it settle. If it's brown, flush it down or whatever."
Okay.
Because you don't need to flush your pee. Pretend it's a porta potty.
Oh, I see. Just kind of let it collect.
Let it mellow. Yellow mellow.
Marinate or
Yellow on red. Friendly's friend.
So if it's yellow, let it mellow. That doesn't make any sense.
Let me text her. You want me to text her?
Yeah, figure it out and let me know. Well, yeah. So I was unable to flush it.
So it's a cocktail of our urine in there. Mine and yours.
That's gross. That's gross to think about.
Do you know how to turn a toilet on?
Yeah, you just do the little valve, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, my toilet was having some problems too with the stopper. You know the stopper?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with toilet architecture?
Architecture? You mean engineering?
The way that it's engineered.
The construction of a toilet?
Are you familiar with the toilet parts?
Yeah, I've opened it up.
There's a stopper. Okay, what does a stopper do?
I don't know. No,
I think that's the first time that's the first time I've ever heard you say those three words.
I don't know. Oh, come on. You're trying to say that I'm a Mr. Know-it-all?
You're Mr. Know-it-all.
I pretend that I know things. Actually, that is...
You would have in another world, you would have estimated it, or you would have gave a good guess.
So this is what I'll say.
Okay.
It would be one of two things. It's either the thing that floats up,
okay,
and it shuts the water source off because now the top of the toilet is filled with water.
Okay.
Or it's the flap that releases the water into the bowl.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay, so see, I know some shit.
It's the latter.
It's the latter. Oh, Jesus.
But
I always get screwed up by that.
Well,
Ladder or former?
Former, yeah.
Which one?
Okay, do you know how I remember?
How?
Well, former... Actually, never mind. If A, B... Let's say if A, then B. Former is A, ladder is B. Like if I
How does this help me?
Yeah, I know this doesn't help. Wait, I don't even know how to use that. Let me see.
The former.
The
former or the
I
latter?
washed my sheets yesterday.
You know what other
and then
word?
I went for a run.
You washed your sheets yesterday and then you went for a run?
Right. And then you would go, well, I liked the former, not the latter.
The former being the sheets or the bed?
Yeah, I guess.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what other words you could use? First and second. Why are you saying ladder? Former makes sense to me. Former?
I know, but ladder is with the double T, not LDDER.
No, I know that. Oh my God, I'm not brain dead.
Okay.
I know that.
No, we don't know.
The latter.
The
latter.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, but I can't even think of a good example just now.
Well, take your time. I'm texting my mom.
Okay.
What was that saying about toilets? Let's see what she says.
During the Reagan era.
So former, latter. Yeah, former to me makes sense because it's the first one.
Education, higher education used to be free in America, while car rates.
I don't think that this is how it works.
Have gone up.
Meanwhile,
car insurance rates have gone up significantly.
These are two non sequiturs. These are two thoughts that
I know. Well, I'm trying to.
You know what the answer to these are? A shitty economy. Yeah, we know. And gas is $7.
Would you rather have higher inflation?
Or like, John has apples and oranges. Which do you prefer?
The former or the latter? Apples or oranges?
You were supposed to answer.
I prefer the former.
So that's apples, right?
You want me to answer it seriously? Me, Evie?
Yes, but we're also trying to figure out what the fuck this is.
I actually prefer oranges over an apple. So you prefer
the latter?
Yeah, I think I like citrus stuff.
Latter is later. Oh, I just figured it out. That's how you remember it. Latter is later. Former is first.
Former's first.
Because it kind of sounds like first.
Yeah,
I think I'm fucking smart. Jesus Christ, I just came out with that. That was good. That was good.
That was pretty good.
Thank you. You said I was dumb at the beginning of this.
I said you were dumb? I said that they did an MRI on you and you had a pea brain.
Oh, here we go. Yes, and it's the size of an acorn.
The brain the size of an acorn.
It's rattling around.
Yeah, does it, when you shake your head, does it...
Hold on.
It's like bells on it.
Yeah. The little squirrel from Ice Age is going to come.
What was it? What?
Oh, yeah. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
I don't understand that, though. I don't understand the mellow part. Like, let it hang out?
I'm telling her, Evie doesn't understand the mellow part.
Yeah, tell her to explain the mellow part. Also, I hate it when people are like, yeah, man, like, you're so mellow. Don't you hate it when people say that?
No one's saying that to me. But I also don't look like Jesus Christ in pajamas all the time.
AKA me?
Yeah.
That's rude.
No, you have a nice shirt. You're wearing a shirt right now, but like sometimes you have a very surfer vibe.
I let it go. Yeah, that's true.
You know what you do?
No,
you also do, you squint. When you squint, it says mellow judgment to me.
Judgment?
Yeah. Squinting is like, I don't know.
Yeah, one time guy said that he was like, you have a very judgy stillness about you.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's right.
And I said, no, I don't.
And you were squinting when
I
you
have
said
nothing
that?
but love for everyone.
You were squinting and...
Figure out what it means.
Hold on. I'm getting Instagram messages for the first time in my life.
Really?
About the yellow... You want me to figure out the yellow thing? We'll get back to that. Well, Mom has to figure it out.
Well, but you know what I mean, though? Do you know what I mean? Or you don't know?
No one calls me mellow, surprisingly.
But I don't like that word.
You don't like mellow?
I would rather somebody says chill, but see, I don't even like that word either.
Like chill out?
No,
you know
like
what
you're
I
very
say?
Chill.
You bring a chill quality?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I would say that's correct.
No, I'm not asking you to say that about me. I'm just saying I don't like that, the way that they say that.
You know what I hate?
What?
I hate when people say take it easy. No, fuck. I'm not taking it fucking easy. In fact, you just triggered me. I'm not taking it easy. Take it easy.
You don't like to be told what to do?
You want to know why I hate it? It's
why?
always when I don't think I'm being uptight. That someone goes, take it easy, man. Just take it easy.
When is the last time somebody told you take it easy?
Like the IT guy comes to my desk and I'll be like, I don't know where the power cable is. It could be underneath the cubicle. It could be in the next cubicle next door. And he's like, okay, just take it easy, man.
Oh, he said take it easy to you?
Yeah, it's always like a working man that says it to me.
If somebody has said that to you, that means they're uncomfortable around you.
You're like, chill the fuck out.
Right.
Hey,
take
I don't
it
think
easy.
I have chill. I think I'm good at pretending. Or maybe I'm not even good at it.
You're losing the ability to pretend?
My mom just said, ha. She didn't even reply. I said, thanks. Evie doesn't understand.
The mellow part.
Wait, I didn't make a sentence. Thanks. Evie understand the mellow part, question mark.
So have you ever looked... I'm thinking... I look back on my texts and I'm going, none of these make sense anymore. You
go, I don't know why I have so much miscommunication in my life. Why doesn't anyone understand me?
But every text
And
that
you're
I
not
write
writing actual sentences?
is like there's like no grammar anymore. I'm gonna go through our thing.
Oh, well, grammar's a thing of the past.
Like, let's see. I feel like isn't this so sad?
Can you even enunciate words anymore?
Whoa.
Isn't this so sad?
I mean, it could also be just how you feel, but really, no, actually, my grammar's pretty good.
You put commas and stuff.
No.
Oh, yeah, see, I know people that do commas.
But I don't know what happened to my phone where now it just doesn't, like, it always gives me the wrong words.
Isn't that the worst?
Yeah, really.
I feel like it's a thing by design. How many times is it going to put duck for fuck and
right.
And pepperoni for pussy, and it's just like I think that maybe it's like a thing to get your phone upgraded.
I have an interesting thing. Oh, you mean like planned obsolescence?
Sure. That sounds like...
You never heard of that? They like make your phone slower so that you have to get a new phone.
Is that what's the planned part of it?
Or I guess I don't know if it's planned or forced obsolescence or something. Right?
But yeah, that sounds
yeah.
that sounds
Apparently
right.
they do that.
Well, that Mac that I have over there, it's barely usable anymore. You know what I use that Mac for? Charging and a backlight when I'm on Zoom. Really?
Really?
A $1,500 device is not even usable anymore.
But at one point, those were like,
they were the shit.
The shit, yeah. Okay, this
is interesting. I got a
interesting.
boner the day I got that. Oh, we'll move on.
Yeah, we'll move on.
I literally got an erection when I bought that.
Really?
I was so excited. You ever get an erection for not sexual stuff?
I'm going to move on. Okay. I wrote... This is an interesting thing. Well, it might be interesting. But I wrote, gotcha. I was just wondering if you read... Because you said you read them.
I have no context. What?
I just think it's fun. It's interesting that you can read the same word and have it be different.
Oh, they call those ampersands.
Yeah.
Or no, the euphemisms.
Ampersands and euphemisms.
Euphemisms. You mean a word that has two meanings?
Depending on the context, but it's the same word spelled out the exact same way. Yeah.
I'm glad we're hitting everything. I did AP English in case anyone is wondering.
But you get what... there is a term for the thing that I'm saying. It's either like a homonym or a homophone or...
Oh.
The xylophone. Antonym. The xylophone.
Yeah. No, an antonym is the opposite.
Right.
So like intelligent, the antonym of that would be Evie. The opposite.
Oh... Did you know the AC was on the whole time? The power just went out. Really?
The power just went out.
Is it still recording?
Oh my God, the power just went out. Do you understand that?
Then why's my phone still on?
I'm not even going to cater to that thought.
But you can still record, right?
It's recording because the computer's on a battery. But my echo went down.
Yeah,
and the air went down.
Yeah, what the heck?
Oh, and the computer turned off.
What should we do?
Wow, so... Huh? Oh, well, I have to go to the fucking breaker box.
Really?
It's all the way in the back over there behind a parking lot, and there's a wooden thing, and you have to lift it up. I always feel like I'm going to get electrocuted. It's a whole fucking... Have you ever done a breaker box?
I've done it once, yeah. And I never... And you notice I always just go... And I don't know which ones I'm... put.
The neighbors are like, ah! Oh! Ah! They're watching a horror movie.
Eventually you hit the right one, though.
Yeah. Well, that was me with different apartments because down where mine is, like you have all the apartments, like they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11. Like it skips numbers.
Right.
And it skipped my number.
And are you just able to
by process of elimination, I was like, oh, this one's my apartment. It didn't have a number.
Right.
But I had to pray and I ended up being right.
I feel like you it's weird that it's just readily available to you. Like you can just walk up.
Yeah, like a homeless person could walk up.
I could just walk up to a home and shut off their power.
Yeah, well, that's a thing for movies and stuff.
Oh, right, yeah.
Plot device. Shut the power off. Mm-hmm. Beetlejuice, they do that.
Really?
Have you seen Beetlejuice recently?
No, I haven't seen it in a really long time.
You've CC'd?
I've CC'd. I was CC'd on it.
An email about Beetlejuice?
You know what I hate? BCC.
Blind CC.
I hate it when people BCC me because
Isn't it the worst when they ask to do it? Oh, I got an email this week and I got so I don't even know this person. And they go, in the next reply to this email, please BCC me. I thought to myself,
I've never heard that.
Who the fuck are you? You think that I wanted to be CC'd?
Right.
I would love to be CC'd.
BCC
me at all times going forward. Maybe just don't email me.
Right.
That's so bitchy.
I've never heard that.
No one's ever said to you, "Hey, BCC me."
No one's ever said, "No, I don't want," because no one wants to be BCC'd. Period. I don't want to be BCC'd.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is like whose line is it? Jesus Christ.
Who's on first?
No one's going to listen to this fucking podcast.
No, I'm saying...
This is a bunch of... What are we, Harvey? What is it called?
Laurel and Hardy?
Yeah, fucking...
No. Seriously, though. I don't like to be BCC'd.
You don't like to be BCC'd?
I don't like it when somebody goes, "Hey, guys, hey guys, great job on the thing the other day, and we're really excited and going forward." And then you're going, "Who's guys?" I look and it's undisclosed recipients. I like to see why BCC somebody.
Well, because you want to keep it secret.
But secrets are no fun.
You feel left out or something?
Well, it just feels like what are we, 5 years old?
In a way, and this is kind of a statement about the whole corporate world. It's like injecting as much drama as possible. Yeah. We have a fucking
it's like a
priority.
Playground thing.
We have a priority button. There was a person, and I won't say his name. He made all his messages high priority, so they would come with a big red exclamation point. Dude, of course it's high priority. Everything's high fucking priority.
Right.
Until 6 o'clock when
Everything
I'm logging
is high
off.
Priority.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, and the whole thing with that is that it makes you look at it, right? Like, in your mailbox, you go, "Whoa, high priority."
In fact, I leave the ones that say urgent. I leave them.
You put them in a separate mailbox?
You know what I've done, which is really passive aggressive? If I'm really mad at somebody, I'll do the work and I'll set, if someone will say to me, "I need this link urgently," and it's somebody that has they've done that too many times.
Right.
I will literally take care of the work so I don't have to worry about it, and I'll have the link in an email.
Oh, and you'll wait for it.
And then schedule it. I'll schedule it for 2 hours, or their deadline will be 3, and I'll be like,
2:59.
"Well, they're waiting until 3. I'm gonna get fired." But yeah, I'll schedule it. My deadline is 3, and I'll do 3 or 3:01.
I get the work. I'll get the work, and then I'll do the work immediately and be done, and then just fuck around for 5 hours.
They should remove that. You schedule it?
No. I just kind of fuck around for the rest of the day, and it looks like it took me all day to do.
Yeah, if anyone's looking.
Right. But yeah, but I got it done in an hour, and then just screwed around the rest of the day.
And I would argue that the only reason that things are that way, and I have to act like that
in this industry,
is because there's a principle, right? The harder you work, the more work they give you, or the more work they try to create for you.
Right.
They create busy. I have a boss that creates busy work, and it's
well, they say,
then this is why I'm not gonna try to do stuff fast, or you're not making. There's no incentive,
right,
to doing a good job.
What's the thing if they say oh god, always or do.
Oh god.
What's the thing? No, it's under promise, over promise, under
deliver.
Under promise, over deliver. So I promise that I'm gonna do. I promise, or right?
I don't know. Wait.
Yeah, no, I think that's right. Under promise, over deliver.
Is this something they tell car salesmen, or?
No. It's just a thing of I'm capable of finishing, let's say, 100 tasks a day, but I'm gonna tell you that I can only do 70 tasks a day. But then I'm gonna do 75 tasks a day, and it's gonna look like I.
Oh. That's called playing with numbers.
Absolutely.
That's called fucking with people.
Well,
yeah.
Well, yeah, but fuck these companies,
I mean, absolutely.
They fuck with you. effectively.
You want to know why it's bullshit too? And I mean, God forbid anyone that is involved listens to this. That I was actually told directly in private to lie. To stick with a lie, and that the lie was going to be
you know what they did to you?
Shared among people.
Have you ever been to like a buffet or like a thing where like kids under 13 eat, you know, like they eat free, or and then your parents go like, you're 13, and you go, Mom, but I'm 14, or you're 8, and
I have my driver's permit. Come on.
And so you go up to the thing and you go, yeah, I'm 13 or whatever.
So like, you have a beard.
But they did that to you.
Yeah. No, I know. It's always so stupid. They always make kids so stupid in these cartoons. Like they'll walk into Applebee's and the mom will be like, I heard that kids eat free on Tuesdays, and the person will be like, are you 13? And the kid's like, I'm 25. And then it's always under the host stand that they kick them.
On.
And he goes, ow, I mean 8.
Right.
What is that?
That's like Modern Family or...
Have you ever seen that happen in life?
Yeah, I've seen that happen.
Well, you know, we were in a show one time. I remember when we were in a show one time and you forgot your line?
An improv show? Oh, yeah, I do.
We were in a
remember
sketch show on a stage.
Yeah.
And we were at a dinner table, and Evie had a line, and he forgot it. So you forgot it, so I poked you with my elbow.
Or no, I think you hit me with your knee underneath the table.
I grabbed your crotch. I grabbed your package. Yeah. And that got your... You went...
What the hell? No, I do remember that, though. Yeah. Yeah, you played our son.
Yeah, it was at Olive Garden. And what was the sketch? I don't even know.
That sketch was weird. I almost...
That's like all sketches that we've ever done.
I almost am just like... I hope I can delete that from the face of the earth. Everything I've ever done.
There's a video of it somewhere, you know.
Yeah. But don't you ever feel like that? Like if I could just erase everything I've ever done?
Yeah. Well, that's like a disease.
What do you mean?
I think it's a disease to want.
Oh, really?
To want to erase, because I told you I'm looking at some scripts I wrote.
Oh, right.
And
right.
I mean, as I'm writing them, and I mean, you work on it for years. You work on something for years.
Yeah. And
then like you look at it a month later and you go, oh my God, this is fucking terrible.
I know. What is that?
It's a mental problem.
Yeah.
Because no, it is a mental problem.
On the, what's that like?
Kinsey scale?
No. Oh, Kinsey scale. Where did I hear that?
That's about sexuality.
No, but
you saw that in Bros.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Where the girl's like, I'm a 4.
Yeah.
That was funny.
No. It's in the it's in the museum. Remember they go to the museum?
No, but the mom, she goes, I'm a bisexual or something.
Oh, right. The dinner where they fight.
No, but at the end of the movie, she takes the kids to the museum and she goes, I'm a 4. I'm a bisexual. I'm a 4 on the Kinsey scale or something.
No, that was one of the... You're wrong. Because
I'm not wrong. I just saw
it was
this
like
movie
Amy
last night.
Schumer or something when they go to the museum.
That's 100% incorrect. But there's a list of all of the medical conditions. That's where you can find like bipolar.
The guidelines.
But what is it? There's like a name. It's like the
yearly digest.
Yeah, they update it every year. It's like a mental health, whatever.
Syndromes.
So anyway, you could take your... Put it in there.
Trying to become a comedian is a disease.
Wait, but what? No, but what you said, the thing that you don't like is that when you, is it just writing or is it performing? It's everything. When you go back,
everything. It's all art that I've created. Well, no, that's not true. But I'm way too hard on myself.
Right.
I'm way too hard on myself.
But that's why, you know what I do is it's kind of like the whole avoiding a mirror thing. I just like stop. I don't look at it anymore.
I know.
I almost like if they were, send me the pilot or something, I wouldn't even look at it.
You would just send it?
I would just kind of scroll fast and see, okay, 10
pages.
I
do that all the time too.
Just send it.
Like when I submitted for Just for Laughs, the festival or whatever.
Right.
I had to submit a tape, and I remember one show that I felt good about how the show went, so I sent that tape for stand-up. Yeah, uh-huh. I didn't watch the tape; I just sent it, and then I didn't get in.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, maybe that's the terrible idea. Or
so
terrible.
You got to look at your stuff.
You have to actually
and edit it,
revise it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know it's hard. It's really hard.
It
is because how do you be I guess that's the next thing or whatever. Like, how do you be the editor and also the creator? To be the creator, you gotta let loose,
right?
And
like free,
free and flawed, like vulnerable and flawed. I think you gotta have vulnerability,
right?
And then to edit it, you gotta be like.
Well, that's when you get
tough.
more, like perfectionist or whatever.
Yeah.
And you know what I hate is that the answer is always like, well, you just have to do it. Like it's never, the answer is never like.
Well, you could hire an editor.
That's actually true.
You
That's
could hire someone to
answer.
edit the thing, and then they pick out the flaws or whatever.
You know what I had therapy on Monday or Tuesday, and
Oh, it's not right now.
Yeah, you're my therapist. Let me give you $150.
Relax. Calm down. Lay down.
Take it easy.
Yeah, let me get my notepad.
Actually, no. Okay, so you might like this because this was an interesting. Well, actually, I don't know if you'll like this, but it was an interesting thing because I was like, it's the same bullshit as always. Oh, be an actor, blah 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 blah. But it was like, for some reason in my head, I had made it like, okay, either I buy a house or I become an actor. Like that's like in my thoughts, because I go, oh, I can't do one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
But she actually did this thing that really, I think it like really helped, where she was like, are you open to, visualizing? And I was like, yeah, I'm open to anything. And she's like, okay, close your eyes. And so then I closed my eyes, and she was like, okay, you're walking down the road and there's a fork in the road. And one of them is either you like buy a house or, you become like an actor. Like it's all fulfilled. You get the house of your dreams or you like get all the jobs that you want. You're in movies, you're in TV, blah, 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 blah. And so
all right. I already have questions, but let's go.
Well, do you want to address them now or do you want me to keep going?
No, keep going.
Well, and then she was like, okay, now walk down the road with the house. And really, like, my eyes are closed. I'm breathing this whole time. And she's like, okay, what do you see along the way? And like, end up somewhere. And like, where are you? Do you see the house? Like, what does it smell like? What, typical sort of visualization things. And then she was like, okay, and how do you feel? And I was like, and you know what I said? I was like, I felt at peace. I said, I feel okay and I feel at peace.
With the house?
Yeah. And then she was like,
no.
And then she was like, okay, now go back, shake it off and do the other one. And so like, yeah, like, similar process where whatever, what do you see? Like, how do you feel? Where are you? Blah, 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 blah. And then she was like, how do you feel? And I was like, I feel like I'm not done. Like I have unfinished. It feels like I never have finished anything. Like I feel like unfinished in the other one.
Okay.
Or not unfinished, but what word did I use? I was like, I feel
incomplete, unfulfilled.
Not incomplete, unfulfilled, but like I have work left to do. Whatever. Unfinished business. And then I also, this is real too. And I was like, I felt like connected in my chest, like I was connected to something.
In the acting thing?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to hold my crying because, but this is all I have to say. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, what do you have to say?
Well, this is what I don't understand. If you're going down the route of the house, right. Are you starting from where you are in life right now?
You're kind of, no, it's more like practical visual. Like you're literally going down like a path, let's say. Like, forget, you're like, imagine that you're in the Golden Road or whatever. What's a yellow brick road? And that you're like, you close your eyes and you really sort of imagine an actual physical road. And you go, mm-hmm. Okay, now I'm going to take the one on the right and I'm just going to walk.
Okay. I don't have a problem with a road or with a path process, or or whatever the fuck you want.
What do you have a problem with?
Why can you not have a house if you're an actor? I don't get it.
And that's the thing, but I think that was the point.
Yeah.
Is that
it's harder.
Well, no, she was trying, I think the point, and I think we didn't fully like there was no conclusion that came about, but I think there was a point of like, actually, okay, I'll say this, because sometimes we make it black and white. Like, I made that decision so black and white. I have to have one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying like, yeah, like you can be an actor with a house, or you could have a house and be an actor, or you could have a house and not be. Like, it's a whole and like sometimes our thoughts, which that's like a thought of mine, right, is like the one or the other thing, gets in the way from like our gut feelings. And so like doing that, visualizing is like putting it back into your feelings versus like, because like that's what we say this all the time, where we just kind of like talk and think about it all the time, but you don't. But like your gut feelings are actually a stronger, like more meaningful sort of impulse to guide you than just like these stupid things that we create in our head all the time.
Right, and sometimes like the feelings you can't put into words.
Exactly,
the thing
exactly.
with the pulling of the heart.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
You know, I like to be a Mr. Tough Guy or whatever, or cynic or whatever.
Right.
But I think that's cool. Like that's the shit, because it's like, if that's all that it is, like that's the reason we continue. You know, like that's the reason you keep doing shows and acting and improv and whatever, and we talk into this thing because there's a feeling,
right?
Like, yeah. So that's all. Like, to keep it that simple is really fucking hard, because you want to go, oh, it's because like I'm gonna do a show at the Growlings, and then I'm gonna get an agent, and then they're gonna get me a regular. I'm gonna become a regular,
right?
And then I'll buy a house, and it's like, that could be one version of events.
Right.
But that's like you psychologically planning so much shit.
And also,
so many things need to align for that exact thing to happen. You know?
Why think about it like that? Like, why even think about all those things already?
It's really hard, yeah.
Yeah. When it's like at the end of the day, really, what is the thing that is, it's just an impulse to like, to either be pulled or to like, you know, not like a calling, but like a calling.
Yeah. A sense of meaning to this whole fucking bizarre thing where, you know, we live and then die.
Right. Yeah, no, it's true.
Just, you know, some people grow corn. Some people have cats. Some people, you know, everyone's just trying to create some sort of meaning or anything that distracts them from the
inevitable,
the fucking
fiery death.
Yeah, they're going to stop breathing one day, and they're going to be aware of it for 7 minutes, because that's what happens after you die.
Right.
Well, it's 4 minutes maybe. I mean, if you don't shoot yourself through the brain and you still have brain activity, you're going to be aware that you died, and hopefully the DMT kicks in, and then you like.
But they say that,
think about how scary that is. That's what happens.
They said, I've heard somewhere too that that those minutes can feel like an eternity or whatever, and that's what
time stretches out.
Heaven is, or hell or whatever.
I watched the show about mushrooms on Netflix, and it made me realize that.
Fantastic Mr. Fungi.
What?
Or Fantastic Fungi.
No, I watched a show called How to Change Your Mood or whatever.
Oh, really?
How to Change Your Mind or How to Change Your Mood. But like, I want to do psilocybin.
Psilocybin.
Psilocybin?
That's like what Joe Rogan.
Wait, no. For real.
No, psilocybin. Psilocybin, yeah.
Psilocybin.
But anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to like, you know.
Well, we just lost the 3 people that we...
I didn't mean to make it about that for the 90th
I mean,
time.
that's real. That's what the thing is. Like, I think all the time about, that too. Like, you know, should I go to law school? Should I move to Florida or whatever? Like,
right.
I don't know, you know, because things get hard but like no, because you know what it is? It really is. It's the same. I don't have a therapist. I save a lot of money, and I have the problems to match.
You do it to yourself. You self-therapize.
I do self-therapize. I think you don't do self-therapy.
I mean, yeah.
You don't talk out loud or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I think.
What?
Well, but that's the problem. Is that well, if you talk out loud, I think that's good. But I do think that it helps to have another person.
Yeah, I haven't done therapy yet, but I got to try therapy. No, never ever. Not even physical therapy. And you've seen how I walk. I could use a lot of therapy. I could use a lot.
What Groucho Marx? That was a...
Who the fuck is
Rodney
Groucho?
Dangerfield?
Now I'm imagining the Grouch from Sesame Street.
I've never done therapy, not even physical therapy.
I don't know. But I got a foot bath. That feels good. But listen, sometimes
I'm gonna relax.
You're going handheld?
I'm going handheld. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Evie's pretty much laying down. This is therapy. No, sometimes when I want to leave, I want to leave LA.
Oh yeah, right.
I visualize like going home and like feeling that feeling of like, oh my God, I'm finished shit.
Oh really?
Yeah, of course.
And that feel makes you stay ultimately? Like
Yeah, I
is
think
that
so.
what makes you stay?
No, well, it helps me realize like moving is not going to solve
rid of that.
everything. Yeah.
Right.
Like you buying a house.
It's not gonna. Yeah.
You said you're at peace though.
I know that was what was kind of scary, is that I did feel. You know what I pictured? I was picturing me sitting in a chair, and I was and I had a bookcase behind me, and I had every book that I ever wanted.
Yeah, you've never read. Would they be law books or something?
I don't know. But I just pictured myself in a chair. The sun was kind of hitting. Outside. Maybe there was kids playing, or a lot. It was a more stable life.
You feel like your life is not stable?
I know, but no, I feel like my life is pretty stable. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm all over the place, but my life is also pretty stable.
Your life is pretty stable, yeah.
I buy groceries, I take a shower, I floss.
Yeah.
Once a week. But,
Once a week?
I know, I'm bad about flossing.
Well, I don't really floss as much as I should either.
Then what the fuck are you coming in?
I know.
Calm down. It got hot in here. Jesus.
Have you ever... I think I want to do water picks. Have you ever thought...
Oh, have you ever done that?
No.
Oh, it's kind of good.
Really? Yes, I should get that.
It's like... the machine is... It goes and goes. It's very loud, the machine.
Doesn't it get everywhere, though?
It goes everywhere. And you gotta keep your mouth closed when you...
You almost got to do it in the shower or something.
Yeah, do it in the shower. Bring the extension cord into the shower. That's how you do it.
And kill yourself.
Yeah. Shut off the breaker box like we did. It's fucking hot in here.
It's hot. Yeah. Well, maybe this will be a short episode.
Yeah. Maybe. Oh, about Bros. Because I saw Bros with Billy Eichner.
Uh-huh.
You said that the one lady said I'm a 4 on the Kinsey scale.
Oh, right.
That's not what happened. It was Amy Schumer.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
I will
She
bet
goes,
money.
hello, I am grandmother. It was some lady
Mary
from
Shelley or something.
Yeah, I'm Mary Shelley, the original writer of Frankenstein.
Right.
And I was a 4 on the Kinsey scale.
That's not 100%
Yes, because
true.
they made little jokes like that.
No, what happened was the other guy's mother, not Billy Eichner.
The love interest.
The love interest's mother.
The strapping lad with perfect body proportions.
Yes.
And he loved wrestling naked, and he had beautiful white skin and a big cock and a...
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, yes, him. I know who you're talking about.
No, that guy. Yes.
Yeah.
Hunk number 6,000.
There were a lot of hunks in that movie.
But his mother, who was kind of like averse to, I guess, was she kind of like, she didn't like gay culture, or like, because like, what was the whole thing with Billy at the table? She was uncomfortable with him.
That's interesting. I think they wanted us. Well, I don't think they wanted us to read it that way. I think that she was probably like middle of America, like.
But she didn't seem like that she hated gay. Like obviously she knew her son
you know
was
what it
gay.
was?
What?
I'm remembering now. She was a teacher of like second grade.
Oh, right.
And he was fighting for the gay teaching in second grade, and she thought it was too young.
But she didn't seem like she like hated the gays, though.
She wasn't like, but see, like they didn't, that's kind of cool because they didn't go in like a tropey direction.
Where she's like anti-gay.
Yeah.
Fully.
They made it pretty specific. Like,
right.
She just doesn't think young kids should be exposed to gay stuff.
Which is yeah, you're right. That is interesting. It's not like...
It's a good writing choice.
Yeah.
Because also, like, I think the biggest takeaway from that whole thing is, like, they wanted Billy, what was the other guy's name?
Billy.
Adam Perfect Body or whatever his name was. Adam Big Cock. Aaron Big Cock.
Yeah. Aaron
the love interest. Whatever his name was, Aaron. They wanted us to take away from that Aaron said, can Billy tone it down? Which was kind of fucked up.
Right, it was fucked up, yeah.
Like you're dating Billy Eichner.
Well, Yeah.
I mean, what was his name? Bobby
Bobby
Iger or whatever the fuck. They give him aliases. But anyways, they wanted us to take away from that Aaron Big Cock was scared of too much gay stuff.
Right.
Billy was really over the top with gay history.
Very flamboyant. Well, actually, maybe he wasn't that flamboyant.
It's subjective.
Treads the line. Wasn't I supposed to say that word?
What, flamboyant?
You can say that or no?
I mean, it's better than fagalicious. He was on. Oh, you remember when they used to say people were flamers?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's insulting to someone. You know who it's like whoa to? Straight people. Straight guys that were in fraternities with delicate sexualities.
Oh, if you called them flamboyant?
I really don't think that gay guys are fazed by fagalicious, queen, fudge packer,
queer,
sugar in the tank.
But can I finish the thing? The mom who was like, so then at the end of the movie, and this is spoiler alert, but she takes the kids to the LGBT IQ?
Is there an I in there? No.
LGBTQ
now you're making me wonder.
Plus. LGBTQ plus.
What's the plus?
I really thought I saw an I.
These are not ions.
Plus and minus.
LGBT
QI
BLT. No, it's IQ plus.
Don't make fun of the movement.
Plus 3 to the exponent of 5.
So she's at the museum, and so it's kind of like, whoa, she took all her kids to go to the museum, change of heart.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end she goes, "Oh, I took the Kinsey scale. I'm a 4 on the Kinsey scale. I guess I'm a bisexual." And then she goes, "Huh?" Like she kind of, there was a comedic effect.
Are you sure?
I am 100% sure.
Was this like at the very end of the movie?
It's at the very end of the movie.
Oh, you know why?
You fell asleep?
No, I had a headache, so I was ready to stand up. I was done with that. I was done with being there like 30 minutes in.
Right.
But I still
Well,
could
that's
enjoy
for other reasons.
Of a headache, yeah. I had a headache, a splitting headache. And but still I enjoyed the movie, so that says a lot. Like I could enjoy.
The movie was good.
It was a good movie.
Well
Very
written.
good. Unfortunately, it did bad at the box office on the opening weekend. And I saw this article that was like it only made $4 million.
Well, how much did they make it for though?
Oh yeah, probably $1 trillion or whatever.
Oh, but it only made $4 million.
Yeah, which is not good.
That's revenue
for the weekend.
Right.
Well, yeah, revenue.
But $4 million is really not that much.
No, million.
Huh? No, it's not though.
You said billion.
Million. I said meant million.
Oh, you meant million, but you said billion.
But think about that though. Like if let's say I open up a lemonade stand, and it costs me $100 to make a lemonade stand. Okay.
That's cheap.
Okay. I go to Vaughn's.
Watered down lemons.
I go to thing, and all I make is $120.
Terrible.
And I go, well, that's comparable to what. Do you get, like, maybe they spent $40 million and they made $44 million. You kind of go, oh, I'm never doing this again.
Right, but in your analogy, $100, you made $20.
Yeah, and I kind of
which actually is, believe it or not, the profit on movies. Have you ever looked it up? It's kind of not good.
I know, but I'm saying
very rarely do they make like.
That's not true. They have to be making some money.
I don't know. I mean, 120 to 100 is 20%. I'm sure Bros was not like, they have not turned a profit on that yet.
But you said
they will probably turn a profit. What?
I thought that was gross revenue, $4 million.
No, that was opening weekend.
Oh, they just made $4 million opening weekend. How much did it cost to make this movie?
Oh, I'm sure a ton of money.
So they're losing money.
I would say above $30 million.
Really?
No, so far they've lost money.
That's insane.
No, like the average rom-com probably costs $30 to $40 million. But you want to know something? I read this whole thing that it's actually all conjecture, and the reason it's conjecture is because the studios actually manipulate this information.
What do you mean?
This information
money?
Is everything it goes. It was made for what they think was $30 million. Well, why is it just what they think? Because I read that the studios actually try to spin things. It's spin.
But they have to have the exact number because
of course
when
they're
making this movie, yeah, they're tight on that money, you know.
I mean, of course, but like I don't know. I'm sure everything
That
goes
number
over.
exists. Yeah.
No, it exists, but like we'll probably never know it.
There's an accountant
It's
somewhere.
how, yeah. They basically there's estimates of shit, and then like, it's not like
Right.
I don't know. I actually
It's
don't
not
know.
like they
but
got
like,
the spreadsheets from somebody.
right. So you know we don't know how much Amazon spends or
On
whatever.
What? On what?
Like what's Amazon? What's Prime's Amazon or yeah, just Amazon.
Just the companies, like the annual spending.
Yes.
You want to see like their Chase breakdown?
No, like does it? This is what I'm trying to ask. Like, is it readily available?
Oh, probably not.
Right.
That's a private company.
Right. There you go.
Yeah.
So it's not on a tax document.
Well, I would imagine. Well, I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah. No,
I would imagine what.
I can really get to the bottom of things with my questions. I really can dig.
Yeah, you're a real
Almost a journalist.
Warner Herzog, or what's it?
Werner Herzog, didn't he he was in a scandal of some sort?
Really?
Oh yeah, he touched a woman or something.
Oh God.
Or maybe not. They all have.
Well,
it feels like they all have. What'd you say?
I just thought he was like the documentary guy.
Oh really? Isn't that Mark Burns?
Or yeah, Mark Burns.
Mark Burnett.
Walter Cronkite. You're like a journal. You're like a Colin or
like an Anderson Cooper.
Anderson Cooper. There we go.
I got the mind, but not the voice, or not the looks.
Well, no comment.
Well, we appreciate your honesty.
No, I'm just kidding. What do you mean? Anderson Cooper is not like... Anderson Cooper is kind of weird looking.
He kind of looks like a duck.
Yeah, a little bit.
You feel that?
A little. Well, yeah, like I can see the head shape. Yeah.
He just needs a bill.
He does kind of look like
his
a duck.
nose is almost heading towards to being a bill.
Have you ever seen I think it was like Courage the Cowardly Dog. There was like Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Courage the Cowardly Dog. Have you ever seen that show?
No.
All right.
I'm thinking of Curious George, but go ahead.
Curious George is cool too. He's a monkey.
There was something gay, right? Like he's fucking the monkey, and that's how monkeypox happened.
It's the origin story for...
Oh, I read that HIV started with simian chimpanzees.
That's what... Yeah, I thought that was the whole thing.
That's on Wikipedia, so it's got to be true, right?
Well, I don't... Some people now are saying Wikipedia is,
Some people are saying... I think Wikipedia...
Even Wikipedia,
I think Wikipedia from the beginning, yeah, they're like, we're an open source platform. That's why the Queen... We know that the Queen dies on Wikipedia before we know on the news, because so someone uploads it
right away. Have you ever edited it? I've done it before.
You edited it?
I edited it one time.
What'd you edit?
I think I edited something about the Arctic monkeys. I don't know why.
Oh, the band?
Yeah, I said they were born in Utah or something.
And then what? Is there a review process?
They revise it. Yeah, they revise it pretty quickly.
Oh, like they took your word for it?
Well, it was up there for a little bit, and this was like in the early ages, and then they revised it immediately. Like I think I refreshed the page, and somebody had already fixed it.
That's crazy. So you didn't have to have parenthetical sources? What
did you even just say?
You didn't have to have your parents check it? No, parenthetical.
No, anybody can edit it, I thought. It might have changed now.
No, I know that they can, but I'm asking, is it a form and then you have to supply links to be like, oh yeah, they were born in Utah?
No, it was kind of like it's like a wiki sort of thing, and you just click edit, and then it opens a text box, and you go put the thing in. You click save, it's now saved. But I think there's more of a review process now.
Yeah, I mean in English you had to have parenthetical sources.
Oh, cite your sources. MFA,
I hated that.
MFA formatting. Did you ever have to do that?
Multi-format. No, wait. MLS.
MLS format or
no, wait,
MLA.
that's really
MLA. I think it was MLA formatting.
Yeah, no, it was the Western style of the Midwest or something. Oh my God, we're getting all befuckled. Well, Midwest.
And you had to cite your sources, and you always had to, have like a bibliography or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hated that.
Just take my word for things. Also, who the fuck is reading this?
I know.
My professor.
My professor, yeah.
He's going to be worried if, like,
Right.
my theory on life is correct at this ripe age of 18. Like, who
Did you ever
the
see-
fuck cares?
Did you ever see this hack that, okay, so like, let's say you had
You mean you?
this hack comic. Imagine that you have an essay and it's supposed to be 1,000 words, and you only have 800 words or like 900 words, 800 words, and then people write in white. They fill out the page in white with words, so the word count goes above 1,000, but
Right.
the page doesn't have or you didn't write anything. You just wrote like gibberish.
Right. No, I've heard of. This is what I don't understand about that. I don't understand, like,
Yeah.
what?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I don't understand, like, who the fuck cares? Is the teacher
Yes, the teacher goes in and goes, "How many words are on this document?"
with a computer?
Yeah.
Oh, so
They run it through a thing. They can see plagiarism and all that shit.
See, in my age, when I was coming up in the world, we adjusted margins.
Yeah, that's right. Spacing, line
because
spacing.
then you got to a page. No, well, spacing, and we had to hit page counts.
Right.
I don't remember having word counts.
You never had word counts? Yeah, I remember.
I don't
that.
remember that, but like you probably will get away with that. I'm sure if the professors watch TikTok, they know now that this happens.
Right.
Yep, that's fucked up.
What's on the news?
What's on the news? We could turn the TV on. There's a storm that hit Florida.
Yeah. Did you
The Queen died.
Yeah, who cares?
Bros came out. The first gay rom-com. And I would say that the love interest, he had the perfect body
you
proportions.
keep talking about the guys thing.
No, really.
love interest.
I mean, just saying objectively, you don't have to like it or like him,
right.
or you can look at it scientifically, and that man's body proportions
Right.
are very proportionate.
Yeah,
His arms match his body.
right.
I have arms from like Shaquille O'Neal, and then the rest of it, they don't match my body. Or
Right.
like Michael Phelps. And then people used to say I should be a swimmer, but that guy in the movie, he has perfect proportions to shoulders, to arms, to head,
right.
to toe. They even show his feet in one shot in the bed. So go see Bros. It's our best shot at having more big budget gay
Like
stuff.
gay rom-coms.
Hmm?
It was the first gay rom-com ever recorded in the history.
No, that's not fucking
Yes, it's true.
good. Be careful. You're wrong.
What do you mean? Name me the first gay rom-com.
I don't need to name the first one, but I can just name one. Call me by your name.
What?
Oh, well, com means comedy, right?
Yeah,
Oh, no, there's other ones.
Which one?
What was that one that Robin Williams did where he's like,
But he wasn't. But that was like.
yeah, he was gay. He had a gay lover.
Yeah, but Robin Williams wasn't gay. That's like
Oh, like you're, oh my God. Well then, okay, so.
written and inspired by gay.
How about Milk? How about.
But that's not a romantic comedy.
Right.
I'm
I
saying-
think that the word that you're looking for is big budget. This is big budget.
No, I'm not looking for the word. But what?
This is big budget. Big.
Okay, fine. You think there's like an indie gay rom-com?
Well, you know, I was even watching Heartstopper on Netflix last
I
night.
don't know what that is.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised.
Right.
It's a gay love story about high school students.
Okay.
And of course they're British because all good things come from Britain.
Boo.
Don't you kind of feel that way?
I hate the UK.
Like with actors, they're all coming from England.
It's I think that thing is because they're trained. They really do train a lot
I remember you saying this.
Yeah.
They train a lot over there.
at the Royal Academy of Acting,
The Queen's Court.
the Queen's Court, and they get to the core of who they are. I heard
That's really good.
that's what they do at like MFA programs.
The core of who they are.
Oh, I talked to a girl one time, and she's like, yeah, she was like in an MFA program, and she was like, they really like strip you down to like who you are, and just like you're just like in your most raw, vulnerable self, just so they can bring you back up again or something. I'm like, that sounds terrible.
That sounds like an abusive relationship. You know, I was just bruised and crying all the time, and then he built me up, and just only to smack me again.
That's the cycle of abuse.
Then we would make love. He would choke me, and yeah, it sounds. You know, I think that like to be like philosophical, like I think that like.
Oh, really? Is that what you're...
This is Joe's deep thoughts, but I think that like.
Oh, we didn't have Joe's deep thought of the day.
Well, this is it.
Okay.
And I think that like who you are is who you are at all different times. And it's into one. It goes.
Okay, explain that a little bit. Who you are. Wait, I'm going to repeat it. Who you are is who you are at different times, and they all come into one.
Is that what I said?
I think so, yeah.
Who you are is who you want to be. Oh, I just said who you are is who you want to be. I'm having talking in tongues.
Freudian slip.
Listen, no, what I'm trying to say. This whole thing with this girl, she goes, okay, I got it. Who you're talking about. They really bring you to your rawest self.
She said,
but you know what's in there? Self.
Whoa.
When you're not your rawest self,
right?
Maybe you're being inauthentic or what you consider vain. Right. Your most vain self,
right?
Is still yourself.
That's true.
It's almost
even
like
if it's put on. You mean? Even if there's a veiled mask, even if there's a mask or a veil. Yeah, you're still underneath there, and you're aware maybe of the mask or not.
Yeah, have you ever seen how they like they'll slice a bean or something, and then like slice it into millimeters, and then take it apart, and you look at each one, and then you put them all together, and it's the same bean.
It's the same bean again, yeah.
Even though you sliced it up now.
So that's your deep thought.
That's a good analogy, right?
It's great. Wait, so what was the deep thought though? Everyone is who they are.
That is the deep thought. What the fuck are you talking about? That's where it ends and starts. It's the fact that so you know how like some people are like, oh my god, I'm so different around different friends. Like one person I'll be friends with, I'll be chipper with, and then when I'm around Evie, I'm my most depressive self. Well, guess what? You're both.
Are you really most depressive self when you're around me?
No comment. But like,
let's you
want to take stock, take inventory of this? No, that's not true. But I'm just saying, for example. Right. Example.
That's a good example.
You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Your eyes are almost falling asleep.
I know what you're saying. You're saying that you're different people when you're with different people, but you're saying at the end of the day, you still are yourself, a version of yourself.
Right.
But this girl, that's why I don't understand. Like, okay. You strip down to your realist self. What does that mean?
You know who strips down to the realist selves? Strippers. That's their realist self. Nudity on a pole.
Huh? Yeah, I get. I mean, well, I would say the realist body self.
It's mind games. They're asking you to jump through hoops.
What would you say, like, the ugliest parts of you?
My nose.
No, not like, I'm saying like personality-wise.
Yeah.
Would you
you know, I yelled at somebody on the phone the other day. I really reamed them out. I had an out-of-body experience where I screamed at somebody.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What did they do? What was the context?
Well, I'll come clean. I got a parking ticket in West Hollywood.
Wow.
I parked at a meter, and I got a ticket. And I had given like an hour and 45 minutes to this meter.
Okay.
And I had come back in like a half hour. So I should have been more than okay.
Right.
And I had a fucking ticket. And the meter said expired. So I literally proved it by showing my bank account. Oh, no, I go to my bank account.
Mm-hmm.
The money has been withdrawn, right?
Okay.
But it doesn't say the time.
Okay.
So I thought to myself, okay, this is fine. I could have bought an hour and 45 minutes. But in court, that's not going to mean anything. I could have overstayed my welcome. That's what I was fighting. So then I remember I had paid with Apple Pay on the meter because I could.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They have Apple Pay on the meters?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen that. But that's smart.
And it has the timestamp on there.
Oh.
So they got fucked. And I wrote this all out. And I wrote a complaint and I did the whole thing.
But where did the screaming come in?
Okay, so then on the website it says 3 weeks. They're going to contact you. And this is the lovely part. Okay. If we don't contact you in 3 weeks, you have to contact us. Otherwise, you could still be responsible for a late fee.
What is this, a second date situation?
What?
If she doesn't reach out to you,
you fucked up.
You reach out back.
If you reach out to me, yeah. You need to text first.
Right.
Or you need to pay the bill and then I don't fucking know. Whatever analogy you want to use.
You got to wait 3 days, otherwise
before
you seem desperate.
But then if you don't text in 3 days, then you're not interested or
But
whatever.
why did that's stupid. That's a dumb rule.
Well, it's a way of getting away with anything. It's a way of getting away with anything.
Hold
and I
on.
do not like that.
Let me think about it again. I actually think it might be a good rule.
Do you work for WeHo?
Because think about this. No, seriously. Sometimes I don't know when to follow up. And if that's a way of telling you, hey, follow up with us in 3 days. Otherwise...
3 weeks.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
I don't know when it's to follow up, is what I'm saying.
But okay. I shouldn't have to follow up at all. You should have a review process.
They should take care of it. Yeah.
And because you lose my little thing that I wrote, you lose my claim, because you make a claim, right?
The manifesto or the complaint that you made, yeah.
The manifest? What is
the
this,
manifesto.
a fucking ship? I send them a PDF with like 300 pages. If you don't review my claim, in whatever amount of time, in 30 years, you don't review my claim, that is not my problem.
Okay. Well, it is your problem.
Can I remind you again what the website said?
It's going to be your problem. You understand that? I know you like to act all tough, but if they don't review your claim, then you're still paying them money.
No. They're trying to say that they can charge me a late fee if I don't follow up in 3 weeks and they don't contact me. All those three...
What do you mean a late fee? Now what's the late fee for?
Okay, the ticket was $50.
Okay.
If I do not pay it by 3 weeks' time, and that's why I called...
Oh, they're going to start to give
They're going to start to do a late fee, right?
Those late fees are...
But I submitted a claim to say, the late fee was $40.
One time I paid $1,500. For 3 tickets.
Where'd you park the Chateau Marmont?
I swear to God.
For 3 tickets, that makes sense.
I had 3 tickets and I didn't pay them in like a year, and it was a grand total of $1,500.
See, I had 3 tickets one time and I paid $500, and I thought that was insane.
I almost cried.
That's a lot of fucking money.
It was a lot of money.
And we still have potholes on the road, and you go, where is the money going?
These people, I really think they're like the only people that are like, they're like good at their jobs. Everyone...
No, they're not good at their jobs.
No, they're good at their jobs in that they
know how to work it.
They know how to get a ticket, give you a ticket in a heartbeat.
Right.
Everyone else takes their goddamn time at the DMV. It's hard to get an appointment. But these people...
The people who are tracking...
Boom, 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 boom. They'll find you. They're good. Because
where there's money... There's interest
from
the top.
Yep.
No, really, because when there's interest from the top, things are going to go correctly. Because this is a source of money.
Absolutely.
I actually looked up how much they made in 2019, I believe. They made $140 million
just
in parking tickets in LA County. Bullshit. Yep. And to administer those tickets, it costed $30 million.
Oh, so they're netting $110 million. And what are
I
they
thought to
spending
myself,
it on?
holy shit, $30 million is a lot of money to administer those tickets. But then I'm like, $110 million is a lot more than $30 million. It's good math.
Well, where's that money going?
Ka-ching. What?
Where's that money going is my question.
Not the potholes. Who the fuck knows?
These roads are messed up.
It can't be the Priuses. The parking enforcement don't even drive nice cars. It's just like...
They're Priuses, I think, right?
Yeah, but the Priuses aren't expensive.
Well, no, but you just said that they're netting about $110 million.
It's for all we know, it's for fucking more golf clubs in LA. I don't even know where the fucking money goes. But anyways, all that to be said, that you gave me an erroneous ticket, like obviously a very wrong ticket.
Right.
I did my part, which was fill out your fucking form. I mean, I think that's a lot of work to begin with. Like the fact that I have to go to a website, read rules, fill out a thing, and then you don't even bother to look at it or contact me. And you go, by the way, if we don't contact you, you might have to pay a late fee.
Right. Yeah, I'm starting to see what you're saying.
So this lady Had nothing to say. She goes, well, your claim is still being processed. I said, well, okay. So what do I do now? She goes, call back every week for 2 weeks. And that's where I snapped.
I would go, yeah.
I said, oh, so you're asking me to do labor?
Right.
You want me to do labor now?
You should have said, yeah.
I was screaming.
Give me
the
a
neighbors
W-2.
heard. Huh?
Contact me. Give me a W-2 and pay me for this. This is time out of my day.
We can invoice it. I'll get an assistant.
Yeah, my time is money.
Also, like, once a week for 2 weeks or whatever. And I said, so then I told her what the website said with a lot of curse words and a lot of I was yelling a lot. And
a
I
lot
said,
of F and T's or S's and
T's.
I don't know what's in T's.
What's a T?
F's and S.
I've never heard a curse word that starts with T. Triumphant?
Turd.
I don't know. But, yeah. I have to call her back. I have to call her.
Did you put a...
No, I fucking forgot to...
reminder?
To put a reminder for myself.
That is a lot of work.
Like, I'm sorry. Like,
I don't even call my doctor.
First of all, your website is... She goes, the review process can take up to 6 weeks or 5 weeks or whatever.
Right.
I said, then why the fuck do you have this whole thing on your website about 3-week rule? To me, I'm sensing a Ponzi scheme. And the meters...
Well, I don't know if that's a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, the meters are broken. They have people parked there. They know that no one's going to follow up every week for 2 weeks. Ka-ching.
Did you ever hear about that guy who took a penny out of everyone's account?
Oh, yeah, he made a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It adds up.
What did he do again?
I think he took like a penny out of everyone's account.
Where did he work? Wells Fargo?
Wells Fargo. Anytime someone came in, he just took 1 penny.
That's smart.
But if you do it out of millions of people, it racks up, you know?
Yeah, I wonder how many pennies are in $1 million.
I think you can do the math.
You probably could if you had energy.
Yeah.
You
Or AC.
Because there's 100 pennies in $1, so it would be 100 million pennies is $1 million.
100 million. Wait, $1 million, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, to make $1 million with pennies, you would need 100 million pennies.
100 million pennies, something like that. That's a lot.
So he had to work at like Chase or something.
Yeah, I think he did it all electronically.
That's a lot of people. That's a
I
third of the U.S.
know
population.
if that's true. You know what's crazy? I think I've repeated that same thing maybe 1 million times. And
I was I've heard this before. I don't know where I heard it.
And I've never like actually followed up or read about it.
No, I think it's true. I think I saw it on TV.
Really?
Yeah. It's probably true.
Yeah.
If not, I'm going to apply at Chase and see what happens.
And try to do it. Yeah, what's going on?
We've been recording for 1 hour and 9 minutes.
I think that's pretty good.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
Also, we're like hot to the point where
yeah,
it's not fun anymore.
It's just like
it's not coming out anymore.